During that cold weather, and it's also important to watch what your pets are eating because a pet food recall has been expanded after dozens more dogs have died. Midwestern recalled certain lots of its sport mix pet food over 2 weeks ago after they were found to contain very high levels of aflatoxin. The FDA said at the time at least 28 dogs had died and 8 got very sick after eating the food, but now the FDA says the company expanded the recall to include all pet foods containing corn that was manufactured in its Oklahoma plant. The agency says at least 70 dogs have died and more than 80 have gotten sick. The recalled products have an expiration date on or before July 9th, 2022 and includes 05 in the date and lot code. Coming up, ringing in the new year also means ringing in some resolutions. So how can you follow those safely? Our Paulo Salazar breaks it all down after the break.
Chris 6 News at noon continues.
Have you started your New Year's resolution yet? If so, there are a few things you should be wary of. Our Paulo Salazar has the details.
Well, the new year has started and 2021 resolutions have been made. While many New Year's goals focus on improving health and finances, consumers should also consider resolutions they can make to prevent fraud and protect their personal information. And here to tell us more is Katie Galan with the Better Business Bureau. Katie, thank you so much for joining us. What are some small but effective steps folks can take to keep themselves safe?
Thank you for having me. So along with the new year, everybody has their resolutions, which usually focus on, maybe getting into better health, maybe strengthening your finances, things like that. But something else that we want people to focus on is how to prevent fraud just in your everyday life.
Now, how exactly can folks stay safe by doing this?
One thing is to always be cautious with your email. So anytime that you receive an email from somebody that is not a person that you know, just be really careful with any links that they send you or any to-dos or action items that they put on those emails. Because a lot of times, if you click on a link or if you're directed somewhere else, in that email, if you click on anything like that, a lot of times they're installing malware onto your device.
And how should people navigate social media during this time?
So scammers are really becoming a lot more sophisticated. So their marketing practices, they're kind of marketing like a legitimate company or a legitimate business person would market. And so they look at the trends, they look at, they might look at your social media and just kind of pick one person out and say, what's something that it looks like they're needing or that they're wanting or whatever. And then they'll start to target you in that way. And then they might look at your social media and say, did she do one of those little quizzes and gave away all of her information of things that she, likes or prefers. And then they can, use all that kind of stuff to hack into your accounts and things and to target you.
Katie, thank you so much for joining us. All good tips and information to follow. Now, if you'd like to learn more about any concerns that you may have about a particular product or business, get with the Better Business Bureau at bbb.org. Time now for a quick break. We've got more news at noon coming up next.